Welcome back everyone to Showbiz India, and we're so excited because we have our health and beauty expert, Dr. Yeral Patel here. Thanks for coming, and it's great to see you again.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here, and I'm so excited to share some knowledge with you guys.
Let's talk about Ayurveda. Everyone's talking about health and Ayurveda. How do we combine it? How do we integrate that?
Absolutely. A lot of patients, a lot of people have been asking me too. They've been researching a lot of these Ayurvedic treatments, and they want to know different ways to kind of integrate it into the health, and it's actually very simple.
And what are some of your favorites?
So I have many, not enough to go on the show, but I'll kind of give you some of my favorites. The first one is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is a very popular herb from India, and it's very popular nowadays because of something called cortisol. Cortisol is from when we get very stressed out, it gets high and low, and people get anxious, depressed, and actually your blood sugars go high. So not only, internally, but externally, you're getting very stressed out. And ashwagandha is great because it's anti-cancer, it maintains hormone regulation, it helps maintain your mood. So if you're feeling stressed, it calms you. It's like a natural calmer. So it's used for many things right now.
So where do we get that?
Nowadays, we have really great companies like supplement companies that have 100% organic capsules of it. Now, you always want to consult your doctor or somebody before, because sometimes if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you don't want to be on those types of supplements. But they're heavily found. I just saw it in Pioneer, where I went with my mom to grocery shop, and I saw Himalaya brand ashwagandha. You can get it shipped from India as well.
And so tell us about some of your other favorites.
So one of my other favorites, which I see a lot in some of your beauty products also, is the turmeric. Turmeric, personally, I feel like is one of my favorites as well. Not only is it great for the facials, anti-aging, but internally it's anti-carcinogenic. It has lots of antioxidants. It helps with a lot of other medical conditions that have inflammation, like pain and things like that.
I heard it's good for psoriasis as well.
Absolutely. It has a lot of antibacterial and anti-inflammation, and psoriasis is more of an autoimmune where you have an overstimulation of skin and inflammation, and so it definitely helps calm that down.
So haldi.
Haldi.
Make sure you have your haldi.
Absolutely.
And nowadays they're having turmeric pills as well.
Yes, and the turmeric pills are great too, because a lot of people, it has a bitter taste. So the turmeric pills are, to eat the same amount of turmeric that's needed in a capsule is a lot of turmeric. And turmeric is a little bit expensive too, so the capsules are a great way to be economical and more effective with just one capsule.
Great. So what else can we find in your favorite list?
Absolutely. Another one you guys have probably heard of is called Frankincense Oil, and another word for it is called boswellia. Now, boswellia is something that's been used in India for many years. It was first used for anti-cancer prevention, kind of slows down tumor progression. It's a lot of antioxidants in there as well. And more importantly, now we're seeing it in a lot of pain capsules with turmeric and boswellia, because it reduces a lot of inflammation for rheumatoid arthritis, general arthritis from aging, so it helps with pain management.
And again, where do we get that?
So nowadays, ashwagandha and boswellia are sold together in capsules. The safest way right now, frankincense oil is found all over. doTERRA is a good brand. There's a lot of companies online that have supplements that have boswellia as well.
And what else can we talk about?
Recently, I'm a big fan of your rose water.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I have a little bit of obsession right now. I use it every night, and the reason I do is because rose water actually has antibacterial and anti-inflammation. After I wash my face, I always have a stressful day. It helps me calm down because the smell of the rose, the cooling face, it helps neutralize the pH on my face. So if I had an oily day or a dry day, either one, it's gonna really help calm that down. And it just gives me a fresh feeling before I head to bed and lay on my pillow. I feel really, really fresh, and like I smell good too, so it helps.
Yes, I do that too. I use it morning and night. So what would you say are your top 5 favorites? You named 4 right now.
The last one is something that I grew up with. It's actually called holy basil. Everybody might know it as tulsi. And
yes,
that's one of my favorites because I grew up and my mom would force me to drink a little tulsi juice. I didn't like the taste, but I realized it helped me breathe, and I grew up with asthma. So first of all, tulsi is great for respiratory infections, colds, flus, stomach upset. It really helps. And tulsi also, or holy basil, kind of go along with ashwagandha, where it helps decrease cortisol levels, help with anxiety, depression, kind of stimulate the mood elevating hormones in our body as well.
Yeah, and in our culture, it's considered very auspicious as well, right?
Yes.
Tulsi, I've seen people pray around it. I guess the holy basil.
Yep.
That's where it comes from.
Exactly. They're saying, I think my mom tells me there's a Radha and a Krishna, so there is a very auspicious kind of background to it.
Well, this is some great information. Dr. Patel, thank you so much for being here as our health and beauty expert, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here, and I look forward to giving you guys more tips on beauty and health.
Yes, and remember, Dr. Patel can be found in Newport Beach, and of course, we've got all her social media handles, so you can stay in touch with her.
Thank you, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.